Fast cars, fast planes, and fast boats. The holy trifecta of wealthy billionaires all around the world. I mean, are you even a billionaire if you can't travel to all 7 continents without your feet touching the ground once? Suffice to say, billionaires really love their yachts. Whether it's sailing it to exotic locations or throwing legendary parties on it, they simply can't get by without a boat the size of a small mansion. Sometimes you just have to marvel at these massive freaking boats and ask yourself, what are the most expensive yachts owned by US billionaires? Well, let's find out. Number 5. Sergey Brin, Dragonfly, $73 million. We're kicking off this list of progressively insane seafaring vehicles with potentially the prettiest boat on this whole list. I mean, just look at this thing. And it's owned by none other than one of the 2 brains behind Google. Turns out all that Google ad money was going somewhere after all. Google co-founder and former president, Sergey Brin, reportedly owns this high-speed super yacht named Dragonfly. It's a 239-foot vessel that was hailed as the fastest and most fuel-efficient long-range cruising super yacht on the water. And it looks the part too. The Dragonfly was built in Australia by Silver Yachts and was put together by the combined efforts of Espinoinu International, who completed the naval architecture, and Daniello Silvestrin, who designed the interiors. That sounded pretty impressive, didn't it? Well, it's gotta. They're charging you $73 million for this boat after all. She's powered by 2 MTU diesel engines, giving her a top speed of 27 knots and a maximum cruising range of 4,500 nautical miles. Plenty impressive for a gal her size. Like any good yacht, you can find a helipad on the front of this one. It also features a dance floor and open-air movie theater on board. Plus, it can comfortably accommodate up to 18 guests with 16 crew members. Because why have a yacht if you can't party with your friends and family? Although, hosting parties isn't the only thing the Dragonfly is good for. The vessel was applauded for its contribution to the disaster relief effort in Vanuatu after Hurricane Pam devastated the island in 2015. The crew reportedly moved 62 metric tons of fresh water ashore, treated over 250 patients, helped with medical evacuations, and cleared numerous helicopter landing zones for ongoing support. Hold on. I'm starting to think yachts aren't all just floating bars and helipads. Number 4. Larry Ellison, Musashi, $160 million. Next up, we have the founder of software company Oracle and avid yacht enthusiast Larry Ellison and his many yachts. When you have a net worth of $122 billion, owning one super yacht is simply not enough, is what I like to imagine Larry Ellison says at parties. Ellison has owned several yachts over the years, and they all have rather similar names, like the beautiful 190-foot yacht Ronin, which was designed by Norman Foster. There was also the 246-foot yacht Katana, now known as Enigma, which was built by master yacht building company Blom & Voss. He also had the sublime 453-foot yacht Rising Sun, and of course, the 288-foot yacht Musashi. Personally, I think Ellison needs to lay off the Japanese anime a bit. According to Ellison, he sold the Rising Sun, a frankly colossal ship, and bought the comparatively smaller Musashi, so he could sail to every exotic location around the world. Stuff you simply can't do when your ship is too massive. Talk about first world problems, am I right? Ellison's boat, Musashi, is named after the 16th century samurai Miyamoto Musashi, for some reason. It's a 288-foot luxury yacht worth $160 million, and it's got plenty of space on board. It can accommodate 18 guests and 23 crew members. It was constructed by the Dutch shipyard Feed Ship in collaboration with the naval architect De Voogd and Sino Yacht Design. She is powered by 4 MTU diesel engines, which bring her to an impressive top speed of 21 knots. I don't know many samurai that can do that. The Musashi might not be the biggest yacht Ellison has ever owned, and don't worry, we'll get to that beauty later. What it is, though, is a yacht that's great for having a relaxing cruise across the 7 seas, with its earthy tones and strategic lighting to set the mood. You might not want to sail on this boat with a partner. Let's just say you'll end up on shore with an extra passenger. Number 3. Paul Allen, Octopus, $285 million. Next up, we have a yacht owned by the late billionaire and co-founder of Microsoft, Paul Allen, and a pretty sick one at that. It's a massive 414-foot, 8-decked mega yacht with a cruise speed of 12.5 knots. This baby can and will carry you 12,500 nautical miles. In good time, too. Hence its name, probably. Unlike most billionaires, Paul Allen didn't just party and go sailing on this thing. He dedicated the Octopus to several scientific initiatives when he was alive, from rescue missions to exploring the deep blue. He once loaned the Octopus to the United Kingdom's Royal Navy to retrieve a sunken relic from the Second World War. Yeah. Now I'm gonna feel a little bit guilty the next time I fantasize about partying on a yacht. The Octopus is the kind of yacht that'd make you consider refunding that plane ticket. Who cares if maritime travel takes much longer? If you're riding this thing, it's worth it. For one, its luxurious interiors were designed by award-winning super yacht designer Jonathan Quinn Barnett. The yacht also comes with 13 staterooms that can easily accommodate 26 passengers and 57 crew members. Plus, you get access to plenty of amenities while on board this ship. There are several bars and lounges, a spa, a gym, and a theater, to name a few. Whoever built this yacht must have placed a bet on how many features he could fit into this thing, and won. On top of having 2 helicopter pads on the main deck, they managed to fit a basketball court, a pool, and a recording studio in this thing. And just for good measure, there's a 10-person submarine in this thing as well. Number 2. Jeff Bezos. Project Y721. $500 million. Another billionaire with a passion for standing shirtless on a massive boat is Jeff Bezos. When he's not partying on someone else's yacht, he's partying on his own. After all, what better place to unwind than on the deck of a $500 million yacht? This isn't a rhetorical question, by the way. I dare you to tell me. One of Bezos' alleged party boats is known as the Flying Fox, the largest charter yacht in the entire world. It has a length of 446 feet, 6 majestic decks made of ornate wooden designs. It has a cruise speed of 15 knots and can reach up to a top speed of 20. The yacht features open-air bars, a helipad, pools, and a spa. Simply put, it's an incredibly fancy yacht. There have been rumors that the Flying Fox was purchased by Bezos. After all, you can't be the former richest person in the world and not own such a luxury machine. Well, it turns out the rumors have since been refuted. Bezos doesn't own the Flying Fox. Frankly, he doesn't even need it. Not when he already owns a pretty insane yacht. Nicknamed Project Y721, what we have here is a 417-foot-long monstrosity. It was purchased a couple of years ago by Bezos for $500 million, and it's taken years to build this bad boy, which is a little expected when you're building a yacht as decked out as this one. So what sort of amenities would a yacht this expensive even come with, you ask? Honestly, it'll be easier to tell you what isn't featured on this thing, but I'll try anyway. Don't say I don't do anything for you. It, of course, features several decks. It will boast 3 enormous masts, and across its decks, you can expect beautiful lounges, snazzy bars, and huge swimming pools. You know, the kind of stuff that'll make you not want to give up your sea legs. The operating cost of this behemoth alone is about $60 million a year, which might be a pittance for a man worth $192 billion. But it gets even crazier. This big ol' yacht also comes with another yacht. That's right, it's so big. It uses another, smaller yacht as a support vessel, which is exactly the kind of rich person shenanigans that makes you wonder if life really is a simulation. Number 1. David Geffen, The Rising Sun, $650 million. At the top of our list, we have American billionaire philanthropist and yacht party enthusiast David Geffen. Known for being the founder of Asylum Records and Geffen Records, he's responsible for launching the careers of rock legends like Guns N' Roses and Aerosmith. Being a kingpin in the record industry and a co-founder of DreamWorks SKG, Geffen has found himself with a pretty significant net worth of $6.8 billion. A substantial amount of that he's happy to spend on his estimated $800 million worth of luxury yachts. The first and most expensive of his yachts is known as the Rising Sun. It was designed by the late, legendary John Bannenberg and built by German master shipbuilding company Lürssen, the company responsible for Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the United Arab Emirates and Emir of Abu Dhabi's $650 million yacht. The Rising Sun is a whopping 453-foot super yacht, making it one of the largest yachts in the world. It was originally bought by other yacht party enthusiast Larry Ellison, before Geffen got his hands on it a few years later. And oh boy, has he made good use of it ever since. The Rising Sun is routinely frequented by celebrities like Oprah Winfrey, royalty like Beatrice, the Princess of York, and everything in between, like Jeff Bezos and his girlfriend Lauren Sanchez. Remember when I said this yacht costs over $500 million? Well, here's a couple reasons why. The Rising Sun offers 86,000 square feet of living space and 35,000 square feet of lavishly designed deck space. It features luxury touches like jacuzzis, bathrooms, and countertops fashioned out of onyx, a full gymnasium, a sauna, a spa, and a basketball court. Trust me, you haven't lived until you've balled over the deep blue. David Geffen's other yacht might be smaller, but it's anything but small. It's called the Polaris, and it's 377 feet long. They always say to get one and a spare after all. In this case, though, this spare costs $200 million. Number 0. Bill Gates. Aqua, $600 million. As a bonus, we have one of the most popular and richest people around. People know Gates for being a lot of things: a business magnate, software developer, and investor. But not enough people know just how much this man loves to chill, billionaire style. Gates allegedly used to work 80 to 120-hour weeks, including weekends. And you know what they say, work hard, play hard. Let's just say Gates is pretty good at both. So what sort of yacht would Gates have? Well, multiple media outlets have reported in the past that Bill Gates pledged well over $600 million to build a 376-foot-long, hydrogen-powered super yacht. A truly insane concept for a yacht that would change the very face of luxury boating. It's designed to mitigate the harmful effect yachts typically have on the environment, on top of being spacious and filled with amenities. Perfect for the billionaire who just loves the environment so much, right? Nope! Turns out the media once again jumped the gun. Bill Gates is simply not connected to the project at all. It turns out, despite his penchant for life at sea, Gates technically doesn't even own a yacht, instead preferring to rent super yachts. For example, he rented a $333 million super yacht to vacation on with his family. The only seafaring vehicle Gates does own is a comparatively smaller support vessel, known as the Wayfinder. It was launched by Estileros Arman in 2020 and serves to carry tenders and toys for whatever mega yacht Gates will be cruising on. Don't let the term support vessel fool you though. This isn't some third-rate dinghy. This boat costs $25 million. It's big enough to hold a total of 32 people, and it features a hangar for a helicopter, tenders, and a rescue boat. I would live on this thing if they let me. And since this is good old environmentally aware Bill we're talking about, you know he had to get the support vessel specifically designed to reduce its impact on the environment. The Wayfinder stores and cleans its wastewater before discharging it into the ocean. You know, while it follows around a massive yacht many times its size. So what do you think about these yachts? Too big? Or does size really not matter? If you enjoyed this video, you clearly care about how billionaires like to travel.